Hi everybody, welcome to the party. It is good to see everybody here. I'm so excited to be doing a demo for you. So I'm going to be using our deluxe multi-cooker. This is the second edition, so we've had two of these, just like our air fryer, a new air fryer, which is awesome. So we have had the first generations, I don't know if that's what they call them, but first and second generation. So this is the second one. This one has an easy on and off switch at the back here, and everything lights up when you're ready to go. It has some pre-done settings in here, so I'm going to quick over these because my demo is super fast. So anyway, it's got a custom setting, so you can set it to adjust to any recipes that you might find online, things that you're used to doing in your pressure cooker, whatever. It's got a sear setting, so that's for searing your meats and things before you maybe slow cook them or pressure cook them to give them that nice browned edge on them. It's got an egg setting, so you can do all your eggs. Maybe you're gonna do hard-boiled eggs or whatever. That's a great one to do it. And then it's got poultry, beef and pork, seafood, white rice, whole grain, soups, beans, dessert, steam. Okay, I went over those pretty quick because those are sort of self-explanatory if you've ever used one of these. So when you're doing something with the main ingredients beef, you're gonna probably put it on beef. And then you've got slow cook, sous vide, yogurt, and sterilize. Sterilize for all the people that sterilize different things, whether it be baby bottles, pacifiers, different things for medical stuff or whatever. That's going to be your sterilize. We're going to be using the yogurt setting in just a minute. And then you got the slow cook. So it's got a special lid you can buy to go with this. This thing comes off real easy. And the lid will go on here to slow cook some of your food. So if you wanted to do a slow cooker recipe, you could. And then the steam. So let me tell you about sous vide. This has been my family's favorite. And I'm going to tell you why. Okay, I bought a roast one time. My husband was kind of blown away that I would pick such a crappy one. So I threw it in the freezer and kind of forgot about it for a little while. And then I thought, oh, sous vide, let's see if we can make it taste any better. So I did take it. I was able to put it in. You put water in here. There's directions for it, and then you put it in a sealed bag into the water. I use my silicone seal bags from Pampered Chef, and I started it after dinner and set it for 23 hours or 20. I think it was 23:49 or something. Whatever your top amount was. I thought, well, I'm going to cook the tar out of this. Can't ruin it, right? And then we like our stuff a little bit red, so I set it to medium rare, knowing that I'd probably sear it a little bit when I was done to bring it to medium. Okay, when we finished, my husband was blown away. He was like, oh my gosh, what was that we ate? I didn't know you bought any prime rib. Like, remember that yucky roast that you told me was gonna be horrible? That was it. So this thing does an amazing job on not overcooking, not undercooking, but just giving you the perfect meat on anything you do. You guys are gonna love it. And we're gonna go with my counter space is so limited. So I apologize, I can usually stick it here and hold it up, but this is not very conducive in my miniature kitchen. So what we're gonna do is I'm gonna set this right over to yogurt, okay? And I always just go ahead and start it. So I'm gonna let it go. And it sets for 8 hours automatically. Mine's on high. So I'm just gonna let that go. Whoops, oh, we missed that. So we're gonna hit it there. And then I'm gonna press and hold it for a quick second. And it's gonna start. So it's actually preheating while I get this ready. This is my ultra filtered milk. It's whole milk. And this is the only one I found that comes out very well in this recipe, so we're gonna dump the whole thing in. I've looked at a lot of yogurt recipes. My family's a big yogurt fan, and the problem is they're busy. You gotta check the temperature, you gotta do all this stuff. I'm a simple girl, I like real easy, so this is my easy. And then I'm gonna take one of these, the wee yogurts. And the reason I use this one is it has the best cultures. And now somebody says, why do you need yogurt to make yogurt? These are where you get your cultures. This is what's going to make the bacteria proper and make this turn into yogurt. So you want to make sure you use a good one. This is probably one of the best. I don't use anything in here except for this. So this is the one I choose to use. I don't know, I can't vouch for other ones on how it will turn out. So I'm going to tell you this is what I use. So So I just rinsed my thing off there a little bit. And then I'm gonna set that, hopefully it won't slide in. And then the last thing I'm gonna use for a little bit of sweetness and flavor, oh, and I probably didn't do this, I did, is a little bit of our Natural Bliss creamer. Now I am using a vanilla. This is our family choice because we like to put fruit in it. And if I do chocolate or some random thing, you might not like it as well. So we're gonna take this in our Easy Read measuring cup. And I'm just gonna fill it. And I love these things because the measurements are on an angle. I don't have to sit and bend or lift it up and try to hold it even. I can just see where the measurement is. And I'm gonna pour this in here. Now my granddaughter might be a little bummed out because this is her favorite thing to do. We do this usually once a week, sometimes twice. It depends on how many people are around and how much the grandkids love this. So if they're around a few days, then we end up with a third batch. And then I'm just gonna take my little whipper here and I'm gonna stir it up. And the big thing is to make sure there's no lumps. And I can do that just by kind of looking and see that there shouldn't be any lumps in here. You want that yogurt to get through the whole thing so that you're not leaving spots where there's no yogurt. So this is gonna make it more even. I'm gonna take that out. I'm gonna put on my lid, okay? I'm gonna slide it back out of the way so it's out of my way. It is set for 8 hours. In 8 hours, I'm gonna take, and it's usually in the evening because I usually start this morning or early afternoon. And when it's done, all I do is throw saran wrap over the inside stainless steel pot. I lift it out, put saran wrap over it, put it in the fridge. Then tomorrow morning, I like to strain mine. I do not like a real slimy yogurt. So some of the things you can use is this comes with our blender. This is one of those real ultra fine mesh bags. So you could use this to kind of help strain it out. Because I make it so often, I went out and bought an actual yogurt strainer. I've been trying to talk Pampered Chef into one of these. This has metal, like a stainless steel real fine mesh to it. So I can just drop it in. The weight goes down here. And then by the next day, so the next day after I put it into this, I'm just gonna dump it into our small stainless steel bowl and then we eat it out of there. So that's all we do for this yogurt. My grandkids and husband will take some frozen cherries and just put them in one of our bowls and warm them up a little bit. Let me show you the thing that I love with this and my family loves with it if I can find it. Of course, when you want something, it's not right where you want it to be, so sorry about that. Oh, there you go. So once it gets defrosted a little bit, if you don't have these little things here, these awesome scissors, you're gonna take those and just put them down in your bowl and chop up all your fruit and then dump the yogurt on it and stir it, and it's amazing. My family loves this. It's super simple. You don't have to check the temperature. You don't have to do, make your own little starter or whatever like that. You can if you want, but I buy the yogurt, so it's a 3-ingredient one. You actually can skip the Bliss if you want it plain and not sweetened at all and no flavor, I shouldn't say no flavor, but you know what I'm saying. This gives it a vanilla flavor and we like that. So you can skip that if you want. You guys, appliances are a great thing as a host to get for free, half price or 60% off. And we know when those come around, if you ask your consultant, they'll tell you. So this month, it's April, appliances happen to be 60% off. Look at that one. You can get that for your mom or your wife or your, one of your kids or whatever. My family loves these. You guys have a great day and hopefully you enjoyed my little short video.